Hello there and welcome to the Super Eagles Watch podcast powered by HotSports. Victor Godfrey in the company of the man that has an amazing way with his words, Chuma Noli. We are super happy, hyped and excited because it's less than 24 hours before the Super Eagles will be in action once again. Nations Cup qualifier against the Cheetahs, now they're called? Of Benin. All right. Now, before we get into the swing of things, obviously, please note this, that you can be a part of the conversation on social media. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, but especially on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, and share every video you see here. Now, depending on how fast you subscribe, Chuma can give you a very wonderful exclusive video of him just doing rhymes. That's what he is. It's all about that. Chuma, thank you for being a part of the show once again. You're looking good.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Now I feel like I'm underdressed.
Thank you. No. I just had to wear something that looked a bit green because we want to identify with the Super Eagles on screen.
Oh, he's done it again. Okay, now, are you excited? It's less than 24 hours before we start singing. Dun, 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 dun. I always love the Super Eagles. It's fun.
Yeah, because I have amazing memories of growing up. And back then, now we're older, but back then, before Nigeria plays a match, I'm praying, God, please, let's not lose this match. Oh, Father, please, let's not lose this match.
Do you still have that nervousness? Because back then, as kids, you know, when everyone sitting in front of the TV, we're watching on NTA, and of course, the National Stadium in Lagos, and then they start panning towards the likes of Okocha, Finidi, Ulisse.
Goosebumps, man.
Do you get those good? Do you still get them now, to be honest?
It's not similar.
Oh, no.
You know, success comes with that passion even more.
Oh man, back then your heart is beating
when you
fast.
invest your passion that much and you suffer from heartbreaking moments, over time you're like, guy, I cannot keep doing this to myself. So you become not indifferent, you're following them, but you're cautiously optimistic sometimes.
Okay, well, that's fair. Either way, we're excited because the prospect of a victory for Nigeria is really, really high. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, quite frankly, I feel we have the best attacking lineup in African football, hands down. I know the Ivorians have a very good attacking option as well, but I feel Nigeria is just above it. I'm no shade towards the likes of Ahmad and co. But Ademola Lookman, come on, Moses Simon, you know, Victor Osimhen, Victor Boniface, you know, Awoniyi. Jesus, we should be top scorer from 1 to 3 should be Nigeria. But your thoughts on this attacking option we have, Victor Boniface, Osimhen, Awoniyi, who would you go for as the marksman? Or if you're going to go with 2 out of the 3, who would you put as a pair?
2 victors so that we can get victory, you know. But if we're to go with just one option, which sometimes is what we see with the Super Eagles, with 2 men flanking them, coming through, whether it's Ademola Lookman from the left or Moses Simon from the left, or, you know, having the brilliance of Samuel Chukwueze from that right option too. Many times won that point man in the center. It's going to be a simple no-brainer for me, and I'm sure that a few persons will be like, but Chuma, you know, they never play football, he never played competitive football yet, now why would he be calling his name? Some people are peculiar as to their success story with their national teams. James Rodriguez, for example, with his country Colombia. True. He always turns a guy who people thought was extinct, but we saw how he came alive in the Copa America. Exactly, bro. So Victor Osimhen is that guy. 21 goals for Nigeria in national team football in less than 40 games. He's just 25. Almost certainly, barring any unforeseeable situation, this guy is going to reach out to that record of the great Rashidi Yakini and beat it. That's my take.
I feel the same way.
So, yeah, he's not had the chance to play competitive football for now. He's not played in any of their 3 games in Serie A so far this season because, of course, of the issues that they have. But that could also even be a blessing in disguise. We're seeing what's happening to Erling Braut Haaland. He did not play in the Euros because Norway couldn't find a way for themselves. You know, and he didn't play in the Olympics either. That rests against people who were competitive, who were playing for their countries. By the time the season now starts, he's scored 7 goals in the Premier League for his side. So that could also be a blessing in disguise. My easy thought is Boniface has played 2 games for Bayer Leverkusen this season. Unfortunately, he's not scored yet for them in the Bundesliga, that is. And we've, of course, also seen the brilliance of Taiwo Awoniyi once or twice with Nottingham Forest.
I think in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, exactly, bro. But he's been out of action at national team level for several months now. He was out injured for a while. So it's easy for me. I think I'll still come in and bring in an Osimhen, even if, unlike these other names we've mentioned, he's here to play for his club since the season kicked off.
Guys, before I ask the next question, this is a challenge to you, especially our YouTube subscribers, right? If you can pick out every single time that Chuma makes a rhyme, like Norway had no way, you will get something special from us here on HotSports. So make sure you watch the video and count the amount of times he makes these rhymes, and guaranteed you get something very special from HotSports, courtesy of the Super Eagles Watch podcast. Okay, let's get back to the next question.
Yes, sir.
You said something about Osimhen not having game time.
Yeah.
But there's also something about African football. This Mbasuma for Zambia, I don't know if you know him. He was this burly striker back in the day. Mbasuma didn't have the most in terms of gameplay, even in his clubs. But each time he came to the Nations Cup, Baba would turn up. So I think it's an African football thing whereby you might not really play football per se in Europe, but there's just something about playing on the African continent that just brings the best out of the African players. And Osimhen fits that build very, very well. So you feel that might just be helpful, given the fact that with Benin Republic, how they played against us in the World Cup qualifier, you need to be physical. We need that physical presence.
We do, bro. And we saw how we missed him. Again, I know there's also going to be the argument that Victor Boniface, they need the judge, didn't start him in that game against Benin Republic. He came off the bench later. Unfortunately, he couldn't really get into the group because by then we're trading by 2-1. Those 2 goals we considered in the first half against the cheaters of Benin Republic. But I think that Boniface too is a guy who is going to grow into the national team. He's played about 6 games so far for Nigeria. He's yet to score at the national team level. We would have loved to see him, and I'm sure he would have scored at the AFCON, but then injury took him away. We didn't have the privilege of seeing him.
Just a few days before the competition started.
This is where Whiskey will shout, highly spiritual. And so the records. Another player who has a good record for Nigeria when it comes to scoring goals is Kelechi Iheanacho to this current set of players, or among these current set of players. So I think that it's very easy to think that Osimhen comes in with that magic. We missed him over those 2 games against South Africa in Oyo, and then the Benin Republic game in Côte d'Ivoire, because they had to adopt that territory as their home. Yes, people will tell me, but sure, how many goals did he score in the Nations Cup? Even William Troost-Ekong scored more goals than him. But this is Victor Osimhen. He does more than scoring for a Nigerian team. His presence alone is enough to even distract rival defenders to create space for others to score. Exactly, bro. That's it. Yeah,
I agree with you on that. And it's good to have a player that is that diverse, because he can be a good build-up player, hold-up player, and also can be your target man if needed.
We never underrate them because we know the way they play. But of course, I think the team wants to win one out of the group and make sure we continue to progress in this competition. I think we are ready. And personally, for me, I will always give my best for the team to win. I do not care if I score or I don't score. Of course, when I get my chances, I want to bury them. Of course, but I think I am ready, and I'm going to give my all to make sure the team continue to win.
Importance of the game, so do I. It's a big game for us as a nation, as a team, and we're motivated, most definitely, and we're looking forward to it.
We've got a lot more growing to do. I don't think we've seen our full potential yet. There's so much talent in this squad, but like I said, there's a lot more to come. But hopefully when it clicks, everybody will soon say that we are a special team, but I don't think we're there yet.
For me, my career, my family, and my nation, and like I've never felt like this my entire career ever since I started playing football. So I'm so happy, really happy now. So I don't just know how I can describe my feelings now, but I'm so happy for the performance and everything.
Fans won't be the same. We experienced that during the COVID year. The atmosphere is not the same, and I just feel like it gives us extra fire and a boost, to just go out there. When you hear them roar, when you hear them make noises, it's nice, especially when it's for you. When it's against you, it's not too nice, but when it's for you, it's nice.
So, I've been doing it all my life, when I was in the academy at Arsenal till now. So it's helped me become a footballer that I am today because I understand every position. So it's never been a problem if I'm told to play in any position I'm told.
Now let's talk about the game in earnest, right? It is Nigeria against the cheaters now. I don't got squirrels. I kind of prefer the squirrels.
I think we thought about it really, the squirrels are small.
Yeah, I know, right?
They cannot be intimidating us on this continent. Let's not change our name.
So they're now the cheaters of Benin Republic, with a manager that has managed Super Eagles to great success, to his credit. He finished third under Gennett War in 2019, and he took us to the World Cup with ease in terms of qualification.
Game to spare then.
And it was quite easy.
Yeah, sure, they were not in despair, sorry.
There you go. So I won't give you the number, but But let's break it down now. How do you see this game panning out based on tactics? Would the Beninois come through and just be defensive? Would they be aggressive? Should Nigeria know how to break them down, or should we also hit them on the counter-attack? What would be the best approach for this match? Because we have to win. Yeah. No excuse. Tomorrow we must win this match.
We need to remind Nigerians that we still have the Super Eagles, more so with the terrible results since after we finished second in the Nations Cup. A friendly win against Ghana, but then defeat after that one. And then, somehow we didn't win in any of those 2 World Cup qualifiers. I think that, first of all, on paper, we have a better squad than Benin Republic.
True.
Ordinarily. We don't be their mates normally. With all due respect to them. And before they beat us, that 2-1 win in June, they had not beaten Nigeria in any competitive game.
Yes.
So it showed that what they did then, it felt like their name worked out for them, really, because beating Nigeria felt like they were cheaters. They cheated the stats to beat us, in the process at that time.
They did.
So it's about going out. I was listening to Oswego Avon, the coach of the Super Eagles, speaking to the media, and he said, we will not disrespect Benin Republic in any way. We're going to have massive respect for that side. And I think that's the approach. If we ever had any condescending approach towards these guys, we have seen what they did to us in June. We certainly have to ensure we don't make that same mistake. Go out there, just play with the hunger, play with the desire. We scored first against them in June. I'm going to go back to that and then just capitulated. So it has to be focused from minute number 1 to minute number 90.
Game management.
That defense. Yeah, we're here eulogizing our attacking department, how great it is. I'm happy that William Trustekong is back for stability in that defense, because we also missed him.
We missed him as well.
In those 2 World Cup qualifying games. So I think those are huge additions to our defense and attack. The return of Osimhen in attack, the return of Ekong in defense. And Ekong in his language means war. So we are all out for war against Gennett Raw. If you turn raw, the other way is war.
Yeah, oh my God.
Even though his own spelling is different though.
Raw is war.
Good day, everyone. My name is Ibianisi Precious, and you're on to HotSports Super Eagles Watch 24 hours before the match between Benin Republic and Nigeria in Rio. Stay tuned. I think she lead the attacking line this Saturday in Super Eagles match.
I think Victor Osimhen.
Why?
Because he's like the best player in Nigeria, one of, and also he has like different things that like, also he has like, even with the stuff surrounding him, like at this present time, he's still like compatible for me, Sha.
Okay. So what are your predictions on Nigeria's match against Benin Republic this?
I feel like they're going to actually make it big. Like I'm putting more hopes in Nigeria because it's like it's my country and it's our country, so we just have to, also bring our country into. So yes, that.
Okay. So who do you think should lead the attacking line on Super Eagles match this Saturday between Awoni, Boniface, and Osimhen?
Well, I feel Awoni should lead the attacking match, right? Because the guys are around. It's currently here in Nigeria.
Who do you think should lead the Super Eagles attack this Saturday between Boniface, Awoni, or Osimhen?
Yeah, compared to 3 of them, Osimhen, Awoni, and Victor Boniface, both of them are doing well. But presently, when you look at them, the situation surrounding the Victor Osimhen, I think I will have to escort him for now to lead the attacking line. But if you watch vividly what Boniface have done, I think even last weekend he has been a help to Bayern Leverkusen, and I think Awoni also provide assist during their match against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Then I think, to my own opinion, I think Boniface should lead the attacking line because Latina is on fire. So I think I will prefer Boniface to be in attacking line.
So what do you think of Nigeria's match against Benin Republic?
If now Nigeria match against Benin Republic, we go win now. Now I want to be any other this thing now. See?
So you're rooting for your country?
Before now. Some of those ones now, I'm sure they don't know how to play ball. If I go well that match now Saturday, now you don't see rubbish. I beg my country, I beg. Oh Nigeria.
Okay, well that's one way to look about it. So it's about us being aware, but you more or less see a very dominant performance of for the Super Eagles, don't you?
I'm looking forward to a statement performance, not just beat Benin Republic 1-0 and say, oh, we got 3 points. No, statement.
Like 3-0.
Make a point and tell guys that, yes, so Nigerians, we're sorry. We did this stuff in the World Cup qualifying series. We put you guys on the edge. We're 4 points behind the top guys in the World Cup qualifying group. This is AFCON 2025. We need to remind the continent why we're second in the Nations Cup. You know, so it shouldn't just be a fluke 2-1 win for me. I'll be happy, yeah, we got 3 points, but I wouldn't be eulogizing anybody if we win 2-1 or 3-2.
So they have
these guys silly.
Yeah.
I know they're not the silly national of Guinea though, but beat them silly.
The hits keep on coming. Now the markers have been laid out. We have to go all out and get a dominant victory over the Cheetahs of Benin Republic. Of course, our next game will be on Tuesday next week. We're taking on Rwanda away from home. We have beaten them the last time we played them. 2-1 was the final score for that game. I think it was 2016, if I'm not mistaken. And so the question now is, can we do it again? Because I think the slogan during the Nations Cup was, we can do it again. I think let's do it again. Hashtag let's do it again. So can we do it again? Can we beat, because like you said, it's laying a good marker. Let's say everything goes according to plan. We beat Benin Republic quite convincingly. Confidence will be sky high. We should take that momentum to at least have a positive result, not a draw. I don't like that away draw that is an African thing. No, I need us to have a dominant away victory.
Win. Again, it's also going to be a statement psychologically for us because we have these 2 teams to face in the World Cup qualifying series again. So beating them well will help galvanize our confidence level really ahead of the World Cup qualifiers, which in the eyes of Nigerians perhaps is even more important than this 20 because we didn't go to the last World Cup in 2022. You know, so it's going to be the same story. And I'm just going to quickly add, sorry, before I return to Rwanda, on Benin Republic, I'm not being condescending towards them at all.
True.
They have one, Junior Olaiton, who is a fantastic player who scored for them. They played friendly games against Cote d'Ivoire. They didn't lose to Cote d'Ivoire in the friendly game. They lost to Senegal narrowly by a goal to nothing. They beat Rwanda, then they beat Nigeria in their last 4 games. So they're a very solid side.
They are having a good form.
Yeah, I'm not looking down on them at all.
True.
Now Rwanda themselves, it's a tricky thing.
But Rwanda beat South Africa as well in the World Cup qualifier.
Yeah, funny group,
which was a shocker.
That Republic beat. It's the truth is they used to call them that the Amavu Bees, but these days the WAPs of Rwanda. I know they love to sting people. They don't go if you find our ego shot because we fly higher than them. We fly higher past
flap like this, you don't scatter.
I think I'm more scared of what Benin Republic can do to us than even Rwanda.
Really?
Yes, the Rwanda
away from home in their new stadium, a very beautiful stadium.
Yeah, and I know their fans will come out in their numbers really, and they have invested in sports.
Yes, they have.
For example, the biggest basketballing events on the continent now is Rwanda that's been hosting it because of what they have done with their facilities there. So I'm not also looking down on what they have to offer, but realistically, you can even call a few names from Benin Republic that are trying to build something for themselves. Rwanda don't have too many of such names on paper that can be on the same pedestal with our stars for the Super Eagles. So if we play with synergy, we play as a united bunch, which is something, again, I'm going to quickly say. Austin Guavon said, there's all the technical crew can do, but the players at the final bus stop, they have to be the ones to tell themselves to that, guys,
we have to
Africa
step up.
is looking down on us. Nigeria believes that we're not doing well enough anymore. Let's step up and show these guys who we are. And that's going to be the mindset I think we should go into the 2 games, even against Rwanda too.
To add to that, we focused on the attack a lot.
Yes, sir.
But I felt there's a place whereby we are still lacking in the national team, and that's our midfield. Yes. With all due respect to Alex Iwobi, what's his name, Frank Onyeka, who has like 5 lungs. Ndidi, who
loves
is
to call
also
him Tank.
A tank, Frank the Tank Onyeka, So, but my point is, there's a missing element. I see Eberichi Eze. Of course, he plays for England now, so that ship has sailed. But I see him play for Crystal Palace. The few times he played for England in the Euros, I'm like, man, this is what we need in the Super Eagles. Now, Dele Bashiru might be that mode, but I also see him play for Lazio, and Baba they play wide. They push him almost to the wings.
He's a crazy guy.
So we need. Like I said, Iwobi does his best, but Iwobi is a one-touch player. He's not a ball carrier, unlike his uncle JJ.
Yeah.
So how we need to fix that, because I feel that is, trust me, if that clicks, Osimhen will score like 7 goals per minute. That's how I feel.
It's a lacuna, is a scary reality for us. And again, it's also the reality of life sometimes. You cannot be blessed across board. For every time that you have great things, you also have 1 or 2 negatives there. For some people who have a great team, their goalkeeper are not too good. For those that have a fantastic goalkeeper, maybe something not too good. You get.
I agree.
There's always that perfection. But I think that this is where I'm excited Iwobi has started the season well with Everton. Beyond the fact that he scored a goal for them, even
for Fulham.
Sorry, Fulham. Pardon me.
He played for Everton.
Ex-Everton. Pardon
Yeah.
me. Ex-Arsenal, ex-Everton.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully he can help Nigeria, of course, Benin Republic and Rwanda, Fulham.
Oh, and there it is
He
again.
didn't just call for Fulham. I know the last game they played, I know there are crazy stats these days. The guy who gave the assist to the guy who assisted the goal.
Yes.
He was that guy
Yes,
who
he
gave the
was.
assist to the guy that assisted
Yeah,
the goal.
has a
You
good
know?
partnership with Smith Rowe from Arsenal player as well.
Yeah. So I love the fact that he's coming with so much confidence. He's a player who we saw had to delete all of his stuff on social media because of how much Nigerians badged him. Sorry, just use the right word in the Nations Cup, which was very sad. And I'm happy that he decided to return to play for the national team again. I think we should be more kind to these guys because they are human after all said and done.
Yes,
He's not a coacher. We have to accept that reality. Just like Mikel wasn't a coacher either.
He wasn't.
You know, we don't have that coacher for now. We have in the future, maybe. But for now, let's just make do of what we have. Frank will always be that fantastic guy in defensive midfield. It's about the creativity, right? Let the wing, we love playing wing play in Nigeria too. Let's have our guys. If Lukman, who unfortunately has not played yet for his team at Atalanta because he thought he would have gone to PSG or something like that, if he plays, or Moses Simon, who scored for Nantes, plays from that left, Samuel Chukwueze, who's played like twice for AC Milan in Serie A this season, comes from the right. Let these guys also help. You know, beyond just expecting only the midfielder, creative midfielder, and it will be in quotes or something. Let the wingers also make things happen like Saka does for Arsenal.
True.
You know, let the wingers make things happen like Salah does for Liverpool. And Nigeria can get victory in these games.
I agree with that sentiment. Yeah. Okay, now, final question.
Yes, sir.
Put you on the spot now,
Yeah.
like I did before HotSports. I can't even do what he does, so you're not getting any rhymes from
No,
me.
you're a good sports, actually.
Oh, as a good sport. What is your prediction for the two games, starting off with the game tomorrow against Benin Republic?
I was here bragging how we should beat them silly.
Yeah, so
but
are you going 6-0?
No, the real
okay.
me says, Chuma, how many times have the Super Eagles scored more than...
We beat somebody 10-0.
Exactly. Now we're Principality against Southampton and Principe. But realistically, World Cup qualifiers, each of the 4 World Cup qualifiers, now 1-1 goal. All 4, 1-1 goal we score. AFCON, how many times did you score multiple goals? You know,
once, yeah.
Bro, so all the 4 AFCON goals. So the real me is telling me, Chuma, I don't expect too many goals.
Okay.
And because I cannot vouch 100% to how stringent we may be in perfection as to defense and stopping Junior Laito and Dosu and Co in that Benin Republic team from scoring, I'll go for a 2-1 win for Nigeria.
Okay, so it's keeping it safe.
For
Classic
Benin
football results. For Rwanda, what's the score prediction for that one?
I think we'll not concede against Rwanda. I think we'll beat them 1-0.
1-0 away from home. I mean, I'm looking forward to just getting 6 points, to be honest. Now, please, let's know your predictions as well. Drop it in the comments. It could be on social media, Facebook, Instagram, of course, here on YouTube as well. Let's know your thoughts on your score prediction between Nigeria and Benin Republic, and also Nigeria and Rwanda. Chuma, thank you so much for being a part of this again. This is actually so much fun to have you here, to be honest.
Victor Godfrey, it's always a pleasure being with you, man.
Hey, man, this should be a staple. It should be the dynamic duo.
You know, I'm sure when people just, join the broadcast, they'll be like, almost Seaman. And it's Chuma and Victor. Or Seaman.
Oh, he did it again. Of course, now you can be a part of the conversation on social media, X, YouTube, Facebook, of course, Instagram. Remember, like I said, who knows? With the more subscriptions we have, Chuma could do an exclusive video where he's just going with rhymes from morning till night. And if you love that like I do, I'm looking forward to that. Now remember, we are here to support the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We hope they make us proud tomorrow. I say this all the time. Be good and be safe. Keep it going as a Super Eagles fan. It is bye from us and bye for now. Let's go Super Eagles.